Hello there guys, and welcome back to yet one more with us, the Review Bros. My name's Aaron, and today we are bringing you, finally guys, we do apologise, but finally, Brain Blitz by Phase 1 Nutrition. We've been getting so many requests for this one lately, it's unbelievable actually, even more so now than back when we got this product. So without further ado, we're going to get into all the usuals guys, the taste, the price, the label, the effects, sum it off with our honest final verdict. Let's go. Moving us into the taste and the mixability of the product. So it comes in two flavours. It comes in Purple Haze, which is a grape and banana flavour. Would have liked to have tried that. Sounds very strange, but... And the one we've got, Mind Candy. Sounds good, right? Let's do it. Let's see how she tastes and mixes. So it does say on the back here, and this is a very strange one, take 1 or 2 scoops 30 minutes prior to workout. In the price section I'll go into a bit more detail on that serving size and how I think that really should be. Little bit of froth there guys, mixability. Some little bits and pieces in the bottom there, but again I do think they will go. Mine's Candy going down. Not bad, got definitely a candy-ish taste to it. To be absolutely honest with you guys, that actually tastes to me like I would think the other flavour tastes. It's got a grape-like, banana-like taste to it. Really weird. It's almost like we got the wrong label, but I genuinely don't know. It just tastes like a bit like a grape and a bit like a banana. Candy-ish taste there. It's a bit sweet. It's a bit weird. That's the truth behind it, is it's a bit of a weird flavour. It's not as candy like any other candy we've ever had. That being said, it's not a weird in a bad way. It's weird in an okay way. A 7.5 out of 10. You know, it's absolutely no complaints there. I think you'll relatively enjoy it. Money talks guys. Let's go through the price of this product, running it straight from the official size, phase1nutrition.com. We do have a 10% discount code. Just the words Review Bros gets you that 10% off. That knocks this tub down to $45 exactly. Now here's where things get very, very strange for me personally. Take 1 to 2 scoops. 2 scoops is going to be overkill in my very honest opinion. For the first time ever, I'm actually recommending not to do the full 2 scoops. Now here's how I think it'll be. I think for 80% of us out there, 1 scoop will suffice. For 15% of us, we'll want 1.5 scoops, and that's where myself and Craig fall in. We, even despite how much we've taken guys, 1.5 scoops for us is the sweet spot. 2 scoops feels a bit too much. And for 5% of people out there, the people that want a nutty experience, they'll go for the 2 scoops. Now here's where it gets a bit confusing, but at the same time we have to keep it 100% in line with the rest of our reviews, and that is to go by the maximum serving. So they have screwed themselves over here in a way, because at maximum serving you will only get 12.5 servings from this container. It's going to come out very expensive guys. It's actually at that price $2.70 per go, which unfortunately scores a 0 on our scale, on our consistent pricing scale. And unfortunately, because we have to stay consistent, it gets that 0 out of 10 on that pricing scale. Now, that being said, on the 1.5 scoops, the sweet spot for myself and Craig, it gets $2.39 per go, which is still very expensive. It only just scrapes in at a 3.5 out of 10. But again, we need to take that off because we're going by consistent scores, where it gets that 0. But do bear that in mind, guys. Take that with a pinch of salt. I don't really know why they've said it, because at 2 scoops you're going well above clinical dosages in some of these ingredients. That being said, guys, let's move into some other sections of this review. Pricing has to score a 0 for the consistency's sake. Label time, guys. The formula we've got, going to run through it as quick as we can right now for you. So let's go. So 1 scoop I'm going by. Bear that in mind if you're going to do a 1.5 scoops, or if you're going to be crazy enough to do that 2 scoop dosage. So 1 scoop gets you 12.7 grams, of which citrulline malate is 4 grams, which is a relatively low dose at the single scoop, bearing in mind. We're hoping it's a 2-to-1 ratio, so then the citrulline can boost up those nitric oxide levels up in the blood and thus lead to some nasty pumps. A 1.5 scoops will get you obviously 6, which is a sweeter spot in our honest opinion. Moving on through, beta-alanine at 3 grams, which is a good dose at a scoop, guys. It's going to give you that itchy, tingly-like effect. Lets you know when the pre-workout's kicking in. And once it's built up in the system, will help with muscular endurance. Glycosize, 2 grams follows. Again, for those pumps, it works similarly to creatine in that it draws in water straight into the muscle cell directly, bringing those nutrients alongside it. So good stuff there. Alpha size, alpha GPC, a nice 600 milligrams at that single scoop dosage, which is very good. It's a type of choline that works to, really focus in the brain and give you that nootropic effect to keep you in the zone whilst training. Hence the word brain blitz. L-tyrosine follows at a low dose, 500 milligrams. That's the amino acid responsible for focus and cognition. Again, mental clarity working together with the alpha size. Theanine follows at a hefty 350 milligrams. Now, this can come as a negative to some of you guys. Obviously, it's an anti-crash mechanism that tapers off the stims quite nicely. That being said, some people think it kills the stimulants too much. Leave that one up to you guys. We actually personally do not mind higher dosages of L-theanine. Infinergy follows as decaffeine malate at 350 milligrams. Now, I'd like to actually know the amount of that is pure caffeine. It doesn't actually tell us on the tub, which is a shame. I would guess 300, but I'm guessing, guys. I really am at that point. So as you'll notice, it's not caffeine anhydrous like it is in 99.9% of other pre-workouts. In fact, this is the first stimulant pre-workout I can recall to date without pure caffeine anhydrous in it. So the decaffeine malate is a slower, longer lasting version of caffeine, supposed to help with anti-crash. Doesn't kick in as quick as caffeine citrate or anhydrous. So it'll be interesting to see how that comes together. Urea durensis follows at 150 milligrams, a good dose, again, for that mental clarity and some central nervous stimulation. Theobromine follows for that good mood energy production, a bit of caffeine in there as well for a little bit more energy. DMHA in the form of octodrine follows 100 milligrams, which is a respectable dose, guys, at a scoop. Obviously, that's a powerful stimulant, guys. Is in the ban list, so bear that in mind. This makes it more into that illicit world of powerful stimulants. Nupep follows 30 milligrams, which is a nootropic energy source. Very good stuff, potent stuff actually, and 30 milligrams at a single scoop is good. Astrogen follows 25 milligrams, half of the normal dose. Again though, it's going to boost those digestive properties, getting all of this into the system as efficiently and effectively as you can. And wrapping this label off, huperzine A at 100 micrograms, again dubbed the learning chemical, helps with brain connectivity, helps with the mental clarity and some focus elements there. So a lot of focus in this, not much pump, energy's quite high, so it'd be interesting to see how it comes together. Let's do this. Effects time. Most important part of this and any other review. How does this work in the gym, in real life? Taking that label, throwing it aside, we're going by the true world effects. We start off normally with beta-alanine, and guess what? That's where I'm starting again today. So how does it work? And bear in mind this effects section actually, guys, very important to mention. I'm basing this on 1.5 scoops, which for me is the sweet spot. 2 felt a bit overkill. It felt a bit too much, to be honest with you. So 1.5 this is going by. Beta-alanine, strong, very, very strong. Really does give you the itchy tingles in places you don't really know exist. So on that beta scale, 10 being itching your absolute eyes out, I'd give this a solid 9. Solid 9 on that beta tingle front. So if you like that, huge thumbs up. And it even does that at a scoop, guys. Bear that in mind. What comes in next is a nice level of mental clarity and focus, as expected with Brain Blitz. You know, it really does get you in the zone, and it really does keep you in the zone as well. Exercise to exercise to exercise, you are focused on killing it. Really good for that. And the energy is actually just behind it, guys. I would literally give it as much as this to say that the focus is a 10 out of 10. The energy, I'm talking 9 to 9.5 out of 10. It is a very nice energy amount. Not too much at that 1.5. Definitely not too little though. Really will get you through the gym, get you through the day. And it's a nice one post-workout, because that Infinergy, despite it's kicking in slower than normal, it does prolong for several hours, which is really good. And it doesn't come with that illicit feeling. It doesn't give you a high off your head feeling. There is some nice euphoria there, some mental highness, but not to an almost illicit feel. It's actually a very productive pre-workout. It's a very productive feel to it. Really does keep you in the zone nicely. And then falling behind are those pumps, and they're still okay. They are just okay. You wouldn't sit down after training and write a note home to the parents about how good the pumps were. They just were good enough. They were good enough to get through. And we actually spoke to a friend on Instagram, and he powerlifts, and he recommends this fully for powerlifting. And we completely see where that standpoint is coming from, as the pumps are not going to be detrimental to a powerlifting or strongman style of training. The energy and the focus will be very good there. That being said, for bodybuilding, it's definitely sufficient though, guys. Sufficient as you like. So all of that being said, the score I'm honestly going to give it on a 1.5 scoop is a 9.5 out of 10. It is very, very good. In our opinion, it's just behind pre-phase KO. For different reasons, that pre-phase KO comes with the illicit high off your chops feel, whereas this is a more productive but powerful pre-workout, guys, that really does tunnel your vision into training. No complaints whatsoever. And a scoop is sufficient, guys. At a scoop, I'd give it a solid 8 to 8.5 out of 10. The 2 scoops, again, diminishes from the training. I felt a bit sick on 2 scoops. I felt like my brain was overloaded on 2 scoops. I felt like it was just too much to handle, in my honest opinion. But for you crazy people out there, that 2 scoops might well really tick it into that illicit stim junkie pre-workout feel. So on the scoop and a half, 9.5. Really, 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 really good pre-workout. Fully and wholeheartedly recommend it. With no negative feelings, no cold sweats, no jitters. The caffeine demolate is nice and smooth. Appetite suppression doesn't seem to be a factor here. It's ticking all the boxes, guys, really. Would have liked to have seen another pump ingredient in there that potentially would have ticked it into that 10 out of 10 realm. But that being said, guys, you won't have any complaints. And just a really quick final verdict and wrap off to this review. We go through the scores in chronological order. And guys, you may not be aware, but we've stopped giving a total score. Reason being is pre-workouts that are cheaply made, that are absolutely rubbish in the gym, but they taste good. They could score 10, 10 and get a 4 on effects, and score 24 out of 30, which sounds to the average Joe very, very good. And in fact, it's not fair. The reason being is the ones that are more expensive and don't taste as nice, but get 10 out of 10 on effects, often score 18s and 19s and 20s. It just doesn't work. So therefore, we just run through the normal scores. Taste and mixability got the 7.5 out of 10 on the Mind Candy flavour. Price got a 0 for that very strange reason that our tub says take 1 or 2 scoops. The 2 scoops will make this a 12.5 serving tub. Refer back to that pricing segment. And the effects, very solid, 9.5. No complaints. Very, very, very good product. Well worth picking up. Yes, we recommend it. So go on and buy it. Good shit. And thank you all for watching along. You know, it really does mean the world to us. Check out our pre-phase KO review, the other one by Phase 1 Nutrition, and check out all our other reviews. Really does mean a lot. Please do give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for many more. And as always, guys, stay stimmed. And this'll do it. Good stuff.